Okay, so here's the iPhone XS. Let's go to the setting, general, about here. So as we can see, battery message, huh? No wonder. So the battery changed before. Alright, so that's why there will have a battery message in here. Okay, so as we can see, this is Malaysia iPhone XS. Okay, and it is a 14.1. So this is the serial number. So let's drag down. So the problem is obvious. We see the modem firmware is missing in here, so mean the baseband is not working at all. Okay, so the Wi-Fi all seems to be working. So when baseband is not working, we can also check like this. It's better, star H06H. So after we press this, if nothing appears, means you have a baseband issue. Okay, hardware problem. Okay, it's not a software. Do not try to restore the phone. If you restore the phone, you will end up with unable to activate the phone because your phone doesn't have an IMEI at all. Okay, this IMEI. So once you restore, this IMEI will be gone. The Apple cannot verify your phone. You cannot activate the device, and then you won't be able to enter the OS like this. Okay, so luckily the owner didn't reset anything, so he knows it is a hardware problem. So remember the serial number. Okay, so once we fix the baseband, it should be back. But now we have to do some diagnosis. Okay, first we have to do the visual inspection. As we can know, the battery changed before, and even the LCD screen, because the LCD screen shouldn't be like this. There's a stamp there. Okay, you see there's a stamp chop. Okay, original Apple won't be have these kind of things. Connect back to battery, turn on the device.
For sure now it may appear. Okay, sound's working. So camera is connected now. Camera is working. So go to the portrait mode, and then come to the font. So we have to look at, if behind here is blur, means the dot projector are working. So means Face ID is working. Front camera is working also. So when I try to go to this page, Face ID and passcode page, it freeze. So very high chance there's an NFC problem. Okay, NFC doesn't work at all. We can download an app application that is NFC touch. We can use the NFC, but no need. For sure it doesn't work. So this is the second problem. Not only the baseband is not working. So seems to be the, let me see, Bluetooth and Wi-Fi can be turned on, no problem. Flashlight, no problem. Alright, vibrating, no problem. So that's it. So only the baseband and the NFC issue. Because you cannot enter this page means you have NFC problem. Okay. So need to do some visual inspection. If the board is never repaired before, very high chance it is the layer broken. Mean the sandwich board, the connection of the sandwich is broken. So unplug it, everything carefully. The first thing you unplug must be the battery, and then the other things. So based on our experience, if the customer replaces the screen, means he dropped the phone until the screen is broken. So if he dropped that hard, there's a chance that the motherboard is also damaged. So take out the board and do the inspection. First thing, we have to look at the sticker, make sure the sticker is not cut before, because normally if the device has been repaired, the sticker should be broken. Okay, unless they have a new sticker to replace it. So, but it's rare to have a new sticker that comes with the barcode of the Apple. Okay, so the barcode here, it can be washed out. Okay. Okay, let's take a look under the microscope. So now first thing we need to look whether this phone have any other damage on the surface. Okay. Here's some scratches. Okay, all seems good. Alright, once we remove the layer and we will know what's going on. Okay, so now we are looking at the layer between, it seems to be perfectly fine. But before we remove the layer, we can also code the price like this, you know. If I see here can be pressed, mean the layer of the frame is broken. Layer of the frame is broken. There's some gap in here, it's not good. Alright. So enough for the microscope inspection. So turning on the predator. I will try to put a screw on meter, for me easy to pick up. Cut the sticker off here. We are the first hand to open it. So I only pick up when it's pushable. If it is not pushable, then don't pick up. You might broke more things.
Okay. And we lift it off slowly. Put it aside.
So now prepare to look at some damage. Turn this machine off. As we can see, there's some damage in this area. So zoom in this area. If we flip it over, it should be here. So here I have a lot of missing packs.
See? Some behind.
So wait these two to be cooled down and then we inspect under the microscope again. So now check under the microscope, see lower layer here, every area. Okay, all the broken parts is on this side, on the right side. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 packs. Alright, seems okay. That seems fine. We don't know until we clean this up. So same thing apply to them. We just have to run two of them all. Okay, this 9 pack I'm gonna leave it in them here first.
Okay, so now we are look at the iPhone XS. So this is what we call the layer issue or the frame issue, because the board is built like sandwich. It is 2-in-1 like this. Okay. So as we can see, just now we already know there's a 9 packs over here is broken, but none of them is related to baseband and also the NFC. So let me show you in the schematic ZXW. Alright, so now this is the iPhone XS board. We are looking lower board here. So this area is the packs that we are looking at now. Okay, none of them are related to the baseband of things. They are all ground. Okay, so I won't be bothered to jumper any of it. Okay, as we can see, gray area, they are all ground. Okay, so the thing only related to the baseband, I mean the connection that related to baseband and NFC is this area. Okay, and this is the area that is most easy to get damaged, especially when we are looking at microscope like this. So when we twist it, let me take a look. Okay, so when we twist it, we can see there's some gap. because the board is dropped too hard. Okay, if the board is dropped too hard, this section is too slim and the frame will start to disconnect from the lower board. And most of this kind of connection, they are from one of these IC, you know, and then they are going to send the signal into the top board, into the upper board, this one. Okay, the CPU is on the upper board. Alright, so now we measure these few packs to see.
Okay, so the first pack we are going to check is from the left, from the one near the SIM area, SIM house area. So this is the first pack I need to check. As I told you earlier, one of the symptoms problem is freeze in the passcode setting page. So this is NFC issue. Okay, so the first pack is NFC. This is ground, so the second is NFC. Okay. Okay, we see there's no value on here. If I touch this kind of gold line, if it's completely zero, it means it's ground. Okay, they should have some value, you know. Like this, let's say I will measure this 286 something. So this pack should have value. Okay, encoding my other schematic. Okay. So now I suggest you another software that is called WuXingJi. So this software is good because it not only comes with the diagram mapping, it also comes with the resistance. A lot of third party can upload their resistance map into this software. They also have a lot of full diagram, third party drawing diagram. So now we just pick the 10S series and okay, so this is the one. So now we are looking at here. So first one is ground, second one is 780. Let me see, can I rotate this thing? No. Rotate it in. Alright, so now we are in the correct position. But all the text is in reverse. So 780. It should be 780 in this spot. So this one is completely zero, ground. So OL means nothing, it is disconnect from inside. So the next one is ground. Okay, so the fourth one is OL. So the fourth one also disconnect. Let me see the fourth one is what kind of line. So number 4 is PMU to BBPMU reset. It means the power IC to the baseband power IC reset line. Okay, that's why the baseband failed. Okay, so we already found the problem is because of this area that is disconnected from the board. So we cannot change the frame or either reboot. It will bring more trouble if you do that. Okay, you will have a problem of durable. You know, maybe customer just drop it too hard again and then the problem will appear. So normally in this kind of situation, we will replace the whole lower board. Okay, but in this episode, I will plan to do the jumper. Okay, because it is not many things is disconnected. I think it's about at least 4 to 6. I believe I will continue to measure to see how many things is missing, how many things I need to jumper. Okay, even the board is not that expensive, you know. Sometimes we will have to reduce the cost for the dealer or even from the customer. Sometimes they are run over budget. The maximum the price I give is like this. Then we can try take more time to fix it to help them save the budget. So really not that we don't have the board. As you can see, I also have about this many iPhone XS board. But don't waste. As long the client have time, yeah, don't need to waste the part. Just do the jumper, okay? If it is not too many, okay? Okay, so continue to check the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, number 6. So this is PMU to touch CLK32. Okay, this is related to touch, but before we dismantle the board, it can be touched. It was touchable. Okay, so if this resistance also gone, mean we are going to do this as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is number 6. See, the resistance seems to missing already. So very high chance when I rebuild this, the whole iPhone cannot be touched anymore. But if I press it harder, let's say, nothing come out. Let me see where this part is going to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, number 6 is OL, so this is why it doesn't have any value at all. It's normal. Okay, so number 6 is going to here, one of the resistor, and the other side is here, number 4. So now we have to make sure, take this off. So it goes through this resistor. Now we zoom in. We have to check, make sure that it's still connected to the frame. So number 4 and here. So the resistance is 18. Yeah, it's not completely zero because it goes through the resistor. So check the other side. So the other side is completely 0, so correct. So this point is actually going to the frame. And then we go back to the number 6 pin of the frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As we can see, it seems like to be disconnected. So this area we still need to do. Okay. So we have another way to make sure it is it fully disconnected? So it's easy. We solder one point from the ground to give to this pack, and then we measure that. And solder on here. Okay. So this one, number 5 pack, is ground, so it should be stick to the ground. It means if I touch it, it should be buzzing mode, completely. 2 of them are going to ground. It means that pack, this resistor should be going to ground too, this side. Okay. You see he's not even going to ground. So number 4 packs. So number 6 pack is need to be do also. We need to run the jumper to this place. So this will be going to here. Okay. It is also broken. I believe it is broken when I'm twisting the board like that just now. Okay. So let's measure, continue the next one. Let's see anything important in and beyond. If too many, we are going to transplant. Okay, so this is number 6. Number 6, number 7 is ground. So PCIe WLAN. Let me see. This is ground. 506. 506. Yep, 540 here. So it's normal. So Wi-Fi is working good. So yeah, as long as we see onward this point is okay, we don't need to check the others. So I will check these few packs also. Okay. So now we are going to check this ground, and then from here, okay, they have resistance, good. This one is OL, this one have problem, this one is not, this one is ground, good. This one 290, 290, this one is missing. So let's check this one. They are VDD main, so they are the same. I can just link them together, so it's not quite important. Even when I miss this, it should be fine. Okay, as long as I measure the top board, they both are connected like that way. So let me see. Yep, if I measure like this, they are both connected. I don't need to do it. Okay, so let's go on top here. This is NFC also, number 3 after 2 ground. Okay, both of them have resistance, 3 and 4. So I need to measure these 3 guys. Okay, these 3 guys must be have resistance. Bluetooth, PMU to Bluetooth. This is PMU GNSS. Okay. OL. Have resistance, but it's not stable. Keep jumping around. So this pack Bluetooth is have a problem. Okay, it should have a resistance. But as I can see the Bluetooth, I might have another way to jumper without taking the Bluetooth, the Wi-Fi IC off. Because the Bluetooth and Wi-Fi IC, they are together. But behind the board there's many test points. I can jumper from here to there. As long as I get this, as if I have a resistance in this test point, I can do it. Because it's too much hassle, you take this off, clean the glue, take this off, then why not do the transplant now? Since you already need to take many that IC. Yeah, waste of time, man. And this one is go to where? Let me see. This one is from the transient IC, from inside. So let me see behind. Okay, they have a 1 test point over here. If the test point got the resistance, I still can do it. NFC 1.8, yeah, I can just directly jumper from this cap to here. No problem. Okay, just if I press it harder, you see I have resistance. So mean the frame is really not stable. You see, it's gone again. So if I press it harder, I have resistance. Both of them. Even on this. So this area is completely loose. Alright. So that's quite many whoops. Okay. Now we are going to take this sticker off in order to look at the test point. Because usually this kind of test point they are doing for the Apple. The Apple left this, make this kind of test point for them to run some tests and diagnosis. They don't do the repair, but yeah, at least they need to verify either the board is a hardware problem that should be recycled or not. Because let's say you let's say if customer broke their iPhone, the screen is broken, they send to the Apple Center, the whole device is going to be replaced, and then they don't replace the screen. So what happened to the device? It will be sent into the HQ, sent to the manufacturer, and then they will run some tests on the board. So if the board seems okay, yeah, they will recycle that one. They will just reprogram the whole thing and recycle. So take this sticker off, and this is a test point, all of them. Okay. So if I want to access some of the packs, I need to scratch it. Okay, let's try to measure some test points. The first one is 1.8 NFC here. So it would be in this dot. Okay, just scratch it. And then measure the resistance again. If I go to resistance from here, yep, it means the IP is still connected, or I can just jump from here and back to here. Yeah, it will save me a lot of times. So let's say the other one. So this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is counted. Left number 4. Okay. So measure. Alright, I got the resistance from here. Yep, I can use it. What about the Bluetooth? Bluetooth is on here. Okay. Yeah, F. Got the resistance. What about this one? This one will be here. Okay, got it. PMU to reset. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is from here. Number 6. Okay, alright, so let's begin to the jumper.
I'm damn good at it!
So first thing to test is the IMEI. So IMEI is back, baseband working. So second test is the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. They should be still can on. Yes, Bluetooth on off, no problem. And then setting general about here. So battery message is, yeah, because the owner replaced the battery. Okay, so modern firmware here. And yeah, all the other seems working fine. Yeah, by the way, the last thing to test is the passcode page here. We have to go to the passcode page, make sure it can enter immediately like this. Do not jam in the outside here. Because if you have MSC problem, you will freeze in this after you click on this. Okay. Yep. So repair is done. Now we are going to do a final look. Of course, before I pass to them, I have to tell them what I done. So tell them to be careful about the board, because I done a lot of jumper in this area. We can see that, right? So if I take it off like this, there's a lot of jumper in this area. So this is how I save the budget. We don't usually do this kind of things a lot because it will depends on the client, how much time he have and the budget. And also one of the reasons the price can be different in repairing the same problem. We need to look at the board condition, what we should do, what option you have, you know, what we will do. So yeah, that's it for the sharing. Bye.